Well, Billy, that was a heck of a fight for sure. Fight of the night candidate. Give me a feel. How you're feeling after a war like that?
Yeah, I felt great, man. I feel great now. That was the first close fight I've been into in a few years. I can't remember the last close fight I was in like that. Usually I get the dominant win or the finish. And, it was fun, man. Me and Spike were going back and forth a little bit on social media, trying to get each other's head. At the end of the day, I respect him, and, it was a good fight.
No doubt. He had you in some bad positions early. I'm curious, how concerned were you during that? Were you ever in trouble? What was going through your mind?
No, if you watch some of my other fights, I've been in some bad spots before. I got to break that, slow start. And I knew he was going to come out aggressive. And, when he was on top and in good positions, I knew he was going to wear himself down. I thought in the second and third round I'd be able to break him. And, hats off to him, man. He stayed in the fight, and he finished right until the end of the bell. I was trying to knock him out at the end. I was trying to choke him. And, he's a tough kid.
Yeah. Walk us through what happened at the end of round one. You think was he showboating? Was he unaware? What happened there?
I have no idea. I said going into this fight, he's a very strange character, and I wasn't going to take him lightly. There's just nothing I can say. There was no crowd. The ref said, keep fighting, and the ref looked at him, and I looked at him, I'm like, I don't know, but I didn't know if there was 20 seconds left, 30 seconds left, so I planned on finishing him. We were going over, he does a lot of stuff where he'll like turn his back and throw like spinning back fists and stuff like that. So I was a little cautious, but I don't know, man. Like I said, he's a strange character, and I'm happy to get this fight over with, and on to the next one.
Nice. Like you said, a very, very close fight. How confident were you in the decision? Were you worried? Because I don't think we knew how they were going to score it exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. Raise your hand. You guys think I won that fight? You guys think I won?
All
right, good. I thought damage-wise, and I usually like to, not just because it was my fight. If you're winning the fights in the later rounds, I'm a believer in imagine if we would have kept fighting. I know I would have won that fight. I could still keep fighting right now. So yeah, I knew it was a close fight. I thought I did more damage. I was closer to submitting him a couple times. I was closer to getting the finish. You never know how the judges are going to score, and tonight went my night. I'm not gonna bitch about it. So here we are.
Last thing for me, obviously this thing got bumped up to the main card. It was a very impressive performance. There's a little energy behind you now. So what's next? What do you think is next for you?
Yeah, I told him back. I don't really want to call people out. There's a few people that I'd like to fight. For me, what I really want next, Dana keeps talking about. We were the first sport that was back. Sorry, guys. We're the first sport that came back during this whole pandemic, and I got a good feeling we're going to be the first sport to come back with a crowd. I would love to be on that next crowd. It's going to be the energy is going to be out of control. So if we could fight in my hometown Buffalo, that was stuff I used to dream about. Playing where fighting where the Sabres play. I would love to fight in Buffalo. I'd love to fight in Tampa. Even anywhere with a crowd. I want to fight. I imagine July or August, we're going to get hopefully a crowd back. In the meantime, I got my boy, the Steamroller. He was in my corner. I'll be back in Vegas in a couple weeks. He's going to get that win, and we're just going to keep things going.
Billy, you said something like you were happy this fight. You're past this fight. Is that something you think about after every fight? Like you're just happy to be done with it?
Yeah. They say, what's next? And I really do my best not to overlook anyone. And I knew he was, Spike's a tough guy. He was 9-1. He's had one split decision loss. So he's durable, and he's very good at finishing. He's a good fighter. So I didn't look past him at all. We were matched up with Gavin Tucker for a while, and the second they told me that fight was off, I said, whoever they give me, I'm not turning this fight down. I got big plans, and I plan on keep climbing the rankings. So whoever the UFC gives me, I'm gonna say yes, and we're gonna take the fight.
And you brought up the fact that he only has that one decision loss. You've been to the decision a few times, wins and losses.
Yep.
In there, is that just like your veteran just shows up in that when you get out of the first round?
Yeah, well, not only that, but if you look at his record, a lot of his fights were against guys with only a couple fights. I pride myself on I've never fought anyone with a losing record, and I always take tough fights. It was when I was in the regional scene, it was main event. So a lot of these guys that got into the UFC, they were undefeated or whatever, but a lot of these they didn't beat guys who are these studs. So I know going into a lot of these fights, I've been on the Ultimate Fighter, I've been in the Contender Series, I fought these tough guys. So I knew just with having that experience, that would be one of my biggest advantages in this fight.
And then a lot of people seem to think this was the fight of the night. If you do get that $50K, what are you doing with it?
Oh man, I'm gonna invest some of it. I actually just put money down. I bought a new house, so I'm gonna probably put a lot of money into that. We'll probably get some nice stuff there, and I'm gonna be really careful with my money, man. I'm not gonna be one of those guys who, you know, his career ends and I'm gonna be broke. I'm gonna invest a lot of it and hold on to it. You know, I'll break my team off a little bit. And you know, I'm not overlooking it. Last time I thought I had a pretty dominant performance and I didn't get it. So if I get it, great. If not, you know, I'll get that win bonus and I'll make the most of it.
Congrats.
Thanks, man. Nice mustache.